there! Welcome to Speaking of Animals. I'm your host, Jackie Howard. I just got done cleaning some stalls at the Cape Animal Sanctuary, and there's something that I've been really wanting to talk to you about. Last week, we hooked up the trailer and headed about 3 hours towards the Central Valley, about 15 minutes away from my childhood home. Our destination was a livestock auction that I was pretty reluctant to go to, mostly because I knew that what we were about to witness was going to be very difficult. If you've never been to a livestock auction, these living beings, cows, pigs, goats, sheep, they're all sold by the pound. They get weighed right before people bid on them. As we walked up to the pens, the first group that we saw were a group of goats, maybe 20 to 30, several of them obviously injured. There was a woman banging a rattle paddle to guide them through the chutes, pushing them towards the main arena where they would be bid on. If a goat was not cooperating, she'd yell, hit them with the rattle paddle on their body and head, sometimes getting very frustrated that they weren't moving at the pace that she wanted. We knew coming into this that we only had space for one goat in our goat barn. So we had that in mind as we searched through the several animals that were requiring more serious medical attention. There was another goat in that group of 20 to 30 that walked straight up to where we were standing and poked her head out of the gate. She was limping and on 3 legs, holding her 4th leg really close to her body, and she obviously had some sort of respiratory problem. She looked at us, and it almost felt like it was a plea for freedom. I know that might sound silly, but that's what it felt like. As we walked into the main arena, we watched as this woman shoved and yelled and hit the goats with the rattle paddle, which scares them into action. They move towards the main arena where there are stadium seats and an auctioneer on a platform above. The goats move from one side of the arena to the other, led by a man yelling and holding another rattle paddle, hitting them on their bodies once again if they don't cooperate. The auctioneer leads the bidding, and once a highest bid is reached, another door is opened on the other side of the arena and the goats are chased out, waiting until the end of the night to be picked up. As I stood in line, waiting for the goat that we were able to rescue, I started conversations with the 4 or 5 people also waiting to pick up the animals that they bid on. I was open about the fact that we were taking this goat to live a beautiful life on a sanctuary, and they were open about the fact that their animals that they were picking up were destined for slaughter. Watching these people load up large amounts of animals into their truck, I have to admit I felt pretty helpless. As I moved to the front of the line and watched as the goat came to the open gate, I realized that she wasn't going to be able to walk to the waiting trailer. I decided to pick this goat up, 150 pounds of her, soaked in her own urine, and carried her to the trailer that awaited. As we carried her, the woman that I mentioned earlier in the story, who was hitting the goats with the rattle paddle and shoving them into the main arena, came up to us and offered her help. She had obviously exhibited a lack of compassion, and this goat had already been through so much trauma already. I just wanted her to leave us alone. We obviously needed the help, so I let her. As we lifted this sweet goat onto a bed of straw in the trailer, I told this woman that we were taking her to a sanctuary. The woman responded with how wonderful, what kind people you are, and it kind of shocked me. She showed such different behavior hours prior, and now she was so happy that this goat would go on to live her life at a sanctuary. What's confusing to me, and something that stuck with me through this whole experience, is the juxtaposition of watching these animals being abused and the kindness and warmth we received from every person we encountered. It was quite surprising, but it also allowed me to understand that every single person has compassion within them. We're not helpless. We make decisions every day that can promote compassion for all living beings. The first and easiest option is to choose a plant-based diet. There's so much going on right now that makes it easier to choose plant-based. Build a community of compassionate advocates around you, people that inspire you, people that understand this new way of life and why it's important for both our planet and our bodies. I know you've been waiting for this moment, and I'm so excited to introduce you to the new wonderful goat living at the Cape Animal Sanctuary. Our dear friend has decided to name her Lori. Come on, let's go. Lori is being seen by Cape's trusted vet, and she heals with each passing day. Soon she'll have full reign of the pasture with all of the other rescued goats, pigs, and sheep. We'll see you next week, and please remember, you do make a difference.
Thank you to Stifel Financial, proudly helping individuals pursue financial goals, businesses and organizations raise and protect capital, and communities offer a higher quality of life. To learn more, visit www.stifel.com.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackie Howard. I'm Cape's Animal Care Director, and I'm here at the sanctuary today trying to find my Valentine. Worked very hard on a very special gift, and I'm hoping you will help me decide who it will be. Now let's think here. Apollo seems to be the most likely choice because he flirts with me all day at the sanctuary. But I just can't ignore that Apollo is also a flirt with other ladies. What about Billy? He seems like he could be a good Valentine. But it looks like I might be too late. Remy loves kisses. Maybe he'll be my Valentine. But I think Renegade would be a little bit jealous. Cutest Valentine's couple definitely goes to these two. Adele is so sweet. Maybe I should ask her. Looks like she's already found her Valentine as well. Maybe Stevie will be my Valentine. But how could I ever compare to his mother Gertie's love? I absolutely adore Roxy, who's an assisted living dog. Maybe she'll be my Valentine. And once again, it looks like I'm too late. What about the oldest burro in our herd, Selena? Nope, she's taken too. I was thinking about asking Sophie or Vita, but they already have their own synchronized dance made up. Look at those moves. What about little Stella? She would make a great Valentine. Nope, can't split that up. Just as I was feeling discouraged, a bright, shining light came to mind. I've spent so much time in the past few weeks caring for Rudy while he hasn't been feeling well, and it has been such an honor to be with him during that time. I guess I should go ask him a very important question. Rudy, will you be my Valentine? Happy Valentine's Day, and I hope you find love all around you.